Hey everyone, this is Chris, your friendly neighborhood Minnesota comic geek, here with my 2024 collecting goals review video. Before I get started, I would ask that if you enjoy this type of comic book related content, please give the video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future videos. And if you enjoy talking comics, then comment below. Alright, let's get into it. So, in January of 2024, shortly after I had started my channel here, I did a video discussing what my potential 2024 comic collecting goals would be, or at least what I kind of hoped they would be over the course of the entire year. You know, things to focus on. And so I wanted to just kind of review those goals and talk about how I did, things that didn't end up happening, things that did, things that changed. So this will be a precursor to my 2025 comic collecting goals, which will be slightly different than what my 2024 goals were. So getting started, my first 2024 goal was to continue dollar bin hunting. And that's a goal that I don't think will ever leave me. Even when I try to focus on more quality than quantity, I still love digging through dollar bins to find that gem, the diamond in the rough, the one that everyone is overlooking, that might have potential future value. Also, I love to find comics that I either need to fill runs or that I can just give a chance on, for super cheap. $1 or less per issue is a great price point to give a comic a chance. Over the course of 2024, I wanted to continue dollar bin hunting, I wanted to try and limit the amount I did, or at least spread it out more and make it more selective, but I didn't really follow through with that, as it turns out. There were just a ton of great comic book sales throughout the year that were awesome and provided ample opportunity to get great comics at a super affordable price. The most recent was the Black Friday Hot Comics store-wide dollar back issue sale. Something like that sale allows you to get the dollar bin price on slightly higher quality books, or books that normally would have a slightly higher price tag in the $4 to $7 range. My second goal of 2024 was to focus more on buying and acquiring more quality books, and I define that as the $5 to $20 price range, and I definitely did do that. I did buy quite a bit more $10 and above priced books, way more than I have in the past. Part of that is getting sucked into and focusing in on buying a lot of Adam Hughes back issues. Those do come with a slightly higher premium, and a lot of them just aren't readily available in many local comic shop back issue bins. They're just, he's a highly desirable artist. People love his artwork. I know I do. So trying to find a lot of his back catalog in local comic shop back issue bins is tough. And so that leads to having to go the online route, primarily eBay, to acquire these back issues. And so I did a lot of that in 2024. I definitely, I spent, as I'm recording this, I spent the last couple nights kind of organizing some comics and kind of trying to consolidate the various titles and issues by artists together from a lot of the comics that I've acquired over this year. And I kind of realized just how many Adam Hughes related comics I bought this year. I filled almost 2 full long boxes of Adam Hughes related issues that I bought this year. So that was kind of exciting to see and to look through all my purchases from this year. So yes, I definitely did do that, and I think I will continue to focus more on this goal in the coming years, because the bulk of my collection is getting a little unruly and just tough to manage, and so definitely want to buy more quality than quantity. Part of this buying more quality books in 2024 was a sub goal, and that was to focus in on starting to tackle the Uncanny X-Men run from 100 to 200. While that, I think I went into 2024 as kind of like a main goal in my mind to tackle that, because I love the X-Men and I want to kind of have that run of issues because it's a very seminal run. I started off the year pretty good. I think I ticked off about 15 or so issues from that run, or that group of issues. So I could have done better, but I think what happened was I got more focused on buying Adam Hughes stuff than Uncanny X-Men stuff. So I think as I slowed down on Adam Hughes stuff this year, I'm going to try and get back to the Uncanny X-Men goal. Another sub goal from the quality issue was to kind of fill in the few missing issues of Silver Surfer Volume 3, the Volume 3 run of the title. I didn't really get much work done on that, just because they're just not... when digging through back issue bins at shops, at conventions, at shows, for whatever reason, the Volume 3 run just isn't as readily available or in those bins. So it was kind of hit or miss kind of all year whether I would come across some. I think I did find a couple, but nothing major. So yeah, I will continue to work on that. The next 2024 comic collecting goal was to acquire more personal grails. I definitely did do this, and I had to do it primarily through eBay. Some of the personal grails that I acquired were Scud the Disposable Assassin #1, a first print, and also I got a third print. So now in my collection I have the first, second, and third print of Scud the Disposable Assassin #1. So I'm really happy to have those as part of my collection. I also acquired Liberty Meadows #1 first print, which is really tough to find. I think I had a second print prior in my collection, so I definitely wanted to get a first print. And acquiring one is tough, but acquiring one that's in good condition when it comes to these independent indie books like Scud and Liberty Meadows, they just were not kept in good condition by people that read them and collected them back in the day. So it's really, really tough to find a like near mint copy. But regardless, getting the first print of Liberty Meadows #1 was kind of exciting for me. So much so I ended up getting a second copy of the first print because I was able to, a listing came on that was less than $40 on eBay. So I think that's an outstanding price for a key Frank Cho book. Like, it's really where he kind of started his comic career, doing, comic strips, and the Liberty Meadows is a title that I have loved for a long time. If you're a Frank Cho fan and you have never read them, you should definitely get yourself either the individual issues or the trade paperbacks and read them. You will be delighted. Another personal grail that I acquired were a couple Battle Chasers grails. I got a couple copies of the Battle Chasers #1, the Red Monica variant, both the regular and the gold foil. So I was like those two books, or that book and that cover, I have loved since Battle Chasers originally came out, and never had that issue in my collection until this year. I also acquired the Battle Chasers #1 Chromium variant, another comic that has eluded me for many, many years. It's just it was so tough to come across in the wild, and eBay was the only route, and I actually got them for what I feel are reasonable prices, roughly in that $40 price range. And lastly, there's several Adam Hughes books that are personal grails for me. The most specific one that I acquired this year was the JSA Classified #1 Power Girl cover, where she's reclining up in the clouds. It's one of my favorite covers that he's ever done. I got a raw copy of that, but I also got a graded 9.8 copy as well. So I have both of those in my collection now, and I'm super happy about it. I'm working on getting I want to get now the other Power Girl related JSA Classified and Power Girl series covers and comics that he did, also graded, so that I can have the full set of I think it's 4 total issues that he did covers for between the two series. So it'd be nice to have all 4 in graded 9.8 slabs, just for, personal reasons, personal collection stuff. And lastly, the last 2024 goal that I had was to fill in missing Wizard magazine issues from my collection. While I wasn't able to fill in missing issues, at least, no, actually I should restate that. I did fill in a couple later missing issues, like from like 50 and above. Like there was like just a few, like 2 or 3 issues that I'm missing, and I was able to find 1 or 2 of them, I believe. I wasn't able to acquire any sub issue number 15 issues, like 2, 3, 4, 5, like those early issues. But then again, I just kind of put that on the back burner in terms of, in lieu of focusing on buying Adam Hughes stuff. Like a lot of my comic funds this year went to getting Adam Hughes related stuff. But in that, I was able to acquire a couple of the they're not variant issues, just different cover options, like cover A, cover B versions of issues that I already did own. There was one specific one where I had the Mike Myers Dr. Evil cover in my collection for the issue, but I was able to acquire the Adam Hughes cover B option. In fact, I even got that one for $1 at the Minnesota Fall Con, which was awesome. I also acquired cheap duplicate copies of issues that I already had, but they were in better condition than the ones that I read over and over again when I was younger and getting the magazine issues monthly. All those copies are really beat up. So I kind of lightly touched this goal. So yeah, so I think overall I did pretty well, in my opinion, on my goals. I think going into 2025, I'll do a 2025 goals video, but I kind of want to be a little bit more specific with my goals so that I can have more specific intentions. So, yeah, looking back over your 2024 and the goals that you had for your comic collecting, how did you do? Did you stay focused on your goals and achieve them? Did you kind of get some of them, kind of not? Did you completely stray off your comic collecting goals path? Like, let me know in the comments how you guys did. I'd love to hear, especially if your goals dramatically changed and how they changed and why they changed. I'd love to hear kind of your guys' thoughts and just a review of your year. It's just fun to look back and just think about everything you've gotten, everything you've seen, everything you've wanted, So yeah, with that, I will end this video. Thanks for watching. Again, if you enjoy this type of comic book related content, please give the video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. Till next time, comment below, and let's talk comics. Bye.